Hey, listen. The question is, can the player catch a break? Can the player catch a break? Can the player be loyal and faithful to one woman? Honey, can he? Listen, I got a good one for y'all today, so stay tuned. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele, and welcome to my spoken word and conversations. And listen here. Who can the player catch a break, honey? Remember, I am not cross-eyed. It is her or the glasses, honey, and I don't know what's up with that eye, honey. I gotta figure this out. I've been putting warm water on it and everything, but hold up. Come on, let's get on back. Okay, y'all, listen. I wrote this one on December 4th, 2025, and it's called The Player Can Never Catch a Break. Honey, he can't never catch a break. Let me tell you why. That is because he has played and hurt so many women. Your record is not that great. No, it's not that great. It's not great at all. No one will believe you. You heard it. No one will ever believe that you can love one woman. They say it's in your DNA. Yeah, that's what they saying. Honey, the player will never catch a break. But listen, don't try to prove yourself to nobody. Player, don't do it. Don't do it. I believe the player can be with one woman. I think he can be a one woman type of man. You just have to make sure you done put in the work. Listen, I believe that. And I'm going to talk about the player because I don't know if it's because I done had uncles and I done seen this stuff come. Like they get it out of their system and then they get themselves together. But I'm going to say it again. I'm going to give you the example of the feather. Okay. The feather pillow. We're going to go with this feather pillow because I think that this is the way that it describes how the player is. Okay. I've used this on how when people tell lies, how it's hard to get those lies, those feathers back in the pillowcase. I just use them as being lies because you didn't put all this out here. So it's just like when being a player, you done played and hurt so many women that is going to be hard for people to believe you. The feather pillow is the old pillows that we used to have. We used to have those old feathered pillows. And when those pillows burst, if you didn't have like a wood floor, because we had like, I don't know what kind of floor we was. It was back in the day. It wasn't, we didn't have wood, but it was that square stuff. And so when the feathers would fall, we would, get it up. But if you had like a little throw rug on there was no way that you were going to get those feathers up. And that's just the same as how a player is. A player, it's going to be hard to clean your stuff up. But listen, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You don't have to prove anything to anybody because people are not going to believe you because they know how you were. But I don't think people understand that it depends on what age and stage you were in. If you were in your younger days, then that was what happened. I'm not saying that's what youngsters should do at that age. Okay, let's make that clear. But what I'm saying is there's ages and stages to your life. So therefore you was buck wild. Maybe you did have a lot of kids. Maybe you did do that. But that's not to be held against you. It's like, okay, when people put you on probation, they be mad at you. Because sometimes I be putting people on probation. And you be like, okay, you're going back to jail if you do this. You know what I'm saying? And that is the same thing. You can't sit up here and just hold him as a player forever. Even though that may be a little tarnished, but listen, you cannot hold the player for that. The player can find his love. And this is why I say, for the player, if you are going to, you find your one, you just keep that between you and the one. And you guys have to keep that tight because your situation is different. You done played so many people, your friends, your family, everybody done seen you play these women. Your women you played, they done seen that. So you got to keep your stuff under wraps because you going to always get judged. Now that say don't judge me, but you're going to always get judgment because of what your past did. So you got to keep that under wraps. So I believe the player can make it. I'm just saying. I grew up with a lot of uncles and cousins, and I ain't saying all of them did what they did, but they came around eventually. Okay. They came around eventually. So the player can. And when you get established, man, what is it's so many different things that's entailed with that. When you get established, when you finally get money, when you finally get, stability, when you get those things aligned, yeah, the player, I am just saying, listen, y'all men, comment in the comments what you think about what I just said. I believe the player can change, but the player has to do the work. The player has to do the work, honey, because, everything comes back around, but you got to be done did that work. You got to be done did that first step in the 12-step program. Man, one time I just took that class at church just to take it because I wanted to know, what was it about? And the first step is admitting what it is and go about your business. And you admit that to, your divine. Okay. Admit that to your divine. Move on. Whatever goes around comes around. You will experience whatever that could be. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying because that's one of the laws. Okay. You can't be doing nobody wrong and don't think nothing gonna come to you. Okay. And everybody don't got to know what that was. Okay. But y'all, listen, that's all I got. That's all I got for that one. Y'all comment below. Tell me what you think about that, young guys. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear from the guys. Tell me what y'all think, y'all. But that's it. Listen, thank you to my new ones and thank you to my day ones. Y'all been riding with a girl and I am so grateful. Well, that's it. That's all for me today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele and welcome to my spoken word and conversations. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele and welcome to my spoken word and conversations.